What up, YouTube? It's your boy sirvamous here. Hope you guys are all having a wonderful day today. For today's video, I've got a pretty interesting build for you guys today. It's kind of like a ranged tank support, you can say. I'll just call it a ranged tank. It's kind of a new build I came up with myself since the new Jiraiya DLC came out. As you can see, it has this long, nice, beautiful hair. But I'm gonna go over all the details on this build. Just make sure to let me know what you think of my build down in the comment section below after you finish watching the video. Also, make sure to check out my socials to stay updated with my content. Also, check out my Twitch streams. I stream mostly every night from in between 9 to 10 o'clock Pacific time. So make sure to check down the links down below. I'll leave links down there for them so you can check them out, or I'll just leave the username, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get straight into the build. Alrighty guys, here we are. Let's start off with the weapon. For the weapon, I would probably use the scythe. I like to use the twin swords, Himikare, because it's fun to use, but I recommend using the scythe because you can just spam triangle with that and it's super fun with this thing. I just love it. So you can use, you can honestly use whatever weapon you feel comfortable with. For your ninja tool, I'll go with blast bomb. Those are really good for keeping people away, especially during base battles or flight control, even doing damage in general. And then before I get into the costumes or your equipment, I'm gonna go into the ninjutsu first so I can properly explain this build. So for the ninjutsus, you're gonna want to go with water style shark bomb because it takes away or shortens the ninjutsu count. Because if you look at the bottom, it says if they hit, they will lower the target's ninjutsu use count. And also, the reason why I love this because it goes through walls. A lot of people tell me that the shark bomb is broken. I think that, to be honest, I think it's good for long range tank because most range DPS they die quickly, and with this build you'll be able to keep range and you have a lot of health or defense, whatever you want to call it. So water shark bomb is your first ninjutsu, and then for your second, obviously the new DLC, the toad oil bomb. Because this also, it lowers the target's movement speed and it seals their ninjutsu. So it's like an air pump, but it makes them slower. And for now we'll get straight into the costume. For the costume top, or for the equipment top, you're gonna want to go with something that gives you this skill boost right here, which is lengthens the amount of time the enemies suffer from status amen. Now you understand why I had to explain the ninjutsu first for you to understand this, because for a shark bomb, it'll, obviously it's a status element, as you could say, so it takes even longer for them to get their ninjutsu back. And then for the toad bomb, also status element, because not only does it the element for them to slow down take even longer, but also their ninjutsu take away, their ninjutsu seal when it seals their ninjutsu. And then for the bottom piece, you can go with pretty much anything. I go with boost your max health because I like to have a lot of health when I'm fighting, because most of the time there's hardly any healers on the team that want support, especially when you're playing with noobs or randoms. But when you're with friends, you can go with something like this. You can use the shortened ninjutsu cooldown time, so you can just keep spamming those ninjutsus. Because obviously this is a ranged tank, so you're just mostly using your ninjutsu, but I just like to have a little extra health. And then for your accessory, I would probably go with instantly refuel a certain amount of health after you defeat an enemy, because it's good to have, especially when I use the snake thrust with my other build, and I hit somebody and I kill them, I also get my health fat chunk of health back. It's really nice. And then for substitution, it's honestly up to you. I like to use paper plum because this also seals the ninjutsu, so it makes it tough for them to really kill you. The only people that can honestly give you a good beating is the combat type, which is the attack type, because they normally don't even use a ninjutsu anyway, unless it's actually like a base battle, because they use like most of them like to use like lariat or the chidori, or especially the almighty push, and that really helps when you're using this build. But paper clone is the way to go for me for this build because it steals your ninjutsu and it just irritates the hell out of them. But honestly, you can pretty much go with whatever you want. It's all up to you. I just prefer using this for this build. And then for your super or your secret technique, you can I go with the super sharp bound jutsu because this is a ranged tank. Because this also, it lowers the target's ninjutsu count. So, and it does a pretty decent damage. 2 hits with this at full health against somebody. Well, not another tank because they have a lot of health. I'm talking about like the ranged guys, the attack guys, healers. 1 or 2 hits with this at full health, they're dead. Half health, 1 shot. And either way, it takes away their ninjutsu count. So use this. This is good for ranged, and it's fun to use. I like seeing a big shark come out. And that's pretty much it for this build. I will be showing the gameplay in a minute. Just before we get into the gameplay, just make sure to let me know if you don't like something in my build. I can probably change it, put something in the next video, hopefully. If there's anything that you think I should change that would probably make a better suitable build for this build, then go ahead and leave it down in the comment section. But without further ado, let's get straight into the gameplay.